Hey, what is up everyone, I'm Marco and today we are reacting to Game of Thrones Season 7 Episode 3. Let's do this, shall we? 3, 2, 1, and action! The conversation I've been waiting for years. He's like, what the fuck?
You stand in the presence of Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, rightful heir to the Iron Throne, rightful queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven Kingdoms, the mother of dragons, the Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, the Unburned, the breaker of chains.
That's a lot of titles. Yeah.
This is Jon Snow.
King of the North.
He's King of the North.
And perpetuity means? What does perpetuity mean, Lord Tyrion?
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. So I assume.
Yeah, John's gonna say yes,
so
so
bend the knee.
he needs her power.
I am not.
Okay.
Well, that is unfortunate. You've traveled all this way to break faith with House Targaryen?
Break faith? Your father burned my grandfather alive. He burned my uncle alive. He would have burned the Seven Kingdoms.
My father was an evil man. On behalf of House Targaryen, I ask your forgiveness for the crimes he committed against your family. And I ask you not to judge a daughter by the sins of her father. I am the last Targaryen, Jon Snow.
Are you?
Your ancestor made to mine.
Are you?
Bend the knee, and I will name you Warden of the North. Together, we will save this country from those who would destroy it.
This conversation. Oh my god.
You're right. You're not guilty of your father's crimes. And I'm not beholden to my ancestors' vows.
Then why are you here?
Because I need your help, and you need mine. Your Grace, everyone you know will die before winter's over if we don't defeat the enemy to the north.
As far as I can see, you are the enemy to the north.
I'm not your enemy.
No.
The dead are the enemy.
The Dothraki hadn't crossed the sea. Any sea. They did for me. I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms. And I will.
You'll be rolling over a graveyard if we don't defeat the Night King.
You don't believe him. I understand that. It sounds like nonsense. But if destiny has brought Daenerys Targaryen back to our shores, it has also made Jon Snow king in the north.
The tension.
You were the first to bring Dothraki to Westeros. He is the first to make allies of wildlings and Northmen. He was named Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. He was named King in the North. Not because of his birthright. He has no birthright. He's a damn bastard. All those hard sons of bitches chose him as their leader because they believe in him. All those things you don't believe in, he faced those things. He fought those things for the good of his people. He risked his life for his people. He took a knife in the heart for his people. He gave his own... If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die. And then it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne.
If it doesn't matter, then you might as well kneel. Swear your allegiance to Queen Daenerys, help her to defeat my sister, and together our armies will protect the North.
There's no time for that. There's no time for any of this. While we stand here debating...
It takes no time to bend the knee. Pledge your sword to her cause.
And why would I do that? I mean no offense, Your Grace, But I don't know you. As far as I can tell, your claim to the throne rests entirely on your father's name, and my own father fought to overthrow the Mad King.
Her face.
The Lords of the North place their trust in me to lead them, and I will continue to do so as well as I can.
Listen, if you have any advice at all, I would love to hear it. When we have an hour or two to speak as brothers. Advice? Does she like it gentle or rough? A finger in the bum. Not now. We'll talk later.
I thought about having him cross your daughter's skull. She's so beautiful. The thought of this lovely face cracking open like a duck egg.
What the hell is she gonna do to them? Yeah, that's why she had lipstick.
Clever enough to learn what poison you used to murder Marcella. The long goodbye was at it.
A long farewell.
That's the one.
I was wondering why she had lipstick. Man.
So do you have anything reasonable to ask?
What do you mean?
Maybe you are a northern fool. I'm asking if there's something I can do to help you.
Dragonglass.
Yes.
You know I'm not going to let Cersei stay on the Iron Throne.
I never expected that you would.
And I haven't changed my mind about which kingdoms belong to that throne.
I haven't either.
Oh, so stubborn.
I will allow you to mine the Dragonglass and forge weapons from it. Any resources or men you need, I will provide for you.
Thank you.
Command suits you. The Northerners are all facing north, worried about the threat on the wall.
So they should be.
Yes, started to talk in her ear.
Don't fight in the north or the south. Fight every battle, everywhere, always, in your mind. Everyone is your enemy. Everyone is your friend. Every possible series of events is happening all at once. Live that way, and nothing will surprise you. Everything that happens will be something that you've seen before.
He's giving you good advice.
Lady Sansa, at the gate.
Means I can see everything. Everything that's ever happened to everyone. Everything that's happening right now.
I'd hate to die like your son. Clawing at my neck, foam and bile spilling from my mouth, eyes blood red, skin purple. Must have been horrible for you, as a king's guard, as a father. It was horrible enough for me. A shocking scene. Not at all what I intended. You see, I'd never seen the poison work before. Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
Okay, so let's talk about this episode. First thing is, they really have more budget this season. Just the locations and the shots in this episode. For example, when Tyrion and Jon were talking on the cliff, just that long shot, just filming the cliffs, you can really tell they have more budget for each episode this season. And I can't even wait to see season 8. Oh boy, it's gonna be awesome. Also that tracking shot when basically Tyrion and Jon were just doing a recap for each other. But yeah, just that initial conversation with Jon coming to Dragonstone on the beach. Man, it's just seeing all these characters that were together in season 1 and then all got separated, and now seeing them talk to each other again. Oh my god, so much fun, man, so much fun. Oh my god. Yeah, but let's talk about the scene that I bet a lot of people wanted. Jon Snow talking with the Mother of Dragons. Oh boy. It's just, am I the only one that thinks that Daenerys, it's kind of like she glorifies the idea or romanticizes the idea of being a ruler. Daenerys, she wants to be a good leader, a good queen, but she's now lost at Casterly Rock and the naval battle against Euron. It's like the victories in Essos made her too confident. It's kind of like she just thinks, I have dragons, so I can easily win this. She tries to be a good leader, but when she was talking to Jon, she was so arrogant. She's trying to do a lot of different things, and it's kind of like she's losing her way how to lead people. And yeah, poor Theon, the crew of his sister saves him, but they can clearly tell that he's a broken person. They can just tell, you know. They asked him if he tried to save her, and he said that he did try, but their comeback was, if he did try, you'd be dead. You wouldn't be here. Yeah, and they could also tell that although he was probably really cold, that, well, he was a broken person while he was lying on the floor. Yeah, let's talk about that scene between Melisandre and Varys, when she said that she has to die in Westeros, and so does he. His face after that, oh boy, because if I'm not mistaken, the person who chopped his penis off was a red priest. Well, based off of that, he doesn't exactly have a good experience with those people, and he probably knows that Melisandre can see visions in the fire. So yeah, that was pretty much a prophecy. of the future. Oh, poor Varys. His face after that. That was some good acting by the actor. And Euron coming into King's Landing, basically like a king. It was like, yeah, bitches, I'm the man. Oh man. And it was pretty much like the shame scene. No. People in the Middle Ages, they must have been really bored. You know, they didn't have as much toys as we have right now in the present. So yeah, when someone was basically doing a walk of shame in the middle of the city, you had to take advantage of that, man. Come on, it's a free show, why would you go watch that? And Euron asking Jaime if Cersei liked it gentle or a finger up the bum. Man, I really like Euron. He's a good villain. Like he's you can feel that he's a threat, but he's also entertaining while doing so. Just, we have fun watching him. It's basically that. And then we get the Cersei and Ellaria scene. And at the beginning of the scene, I was wondering why Cersei had lipstick on. Like, have we ever seen an actor in Game of Thrones with lipstick? Like, that you can like really easily notice. I was wondering, it felt out of place, you know? I was like, huh? When she started to kiss her daughter, it just clicked. The lipstick and, well, how Cersei's daughter died. And by the way, Illaria's actress, she did a really good job on that scene. Like, she didn't say a word, but the way that she acted with her body and her face, really, really good. I was really impressed with that. And then, well, Cersei, she's got a little bit of revenge, and then she gets horny and goes to have sex with Jaime. Oh boy. And then in the morning, when the servant comes to talk to Cersei, she's like, nah, Jaime, stay in bed, she can see you. I'm the queen now, it's all good. Oh, the confidence she has. I really like Cersei. I really, really do. She's a evil, crazy bitch, but they do justice to her character, so. And she's a good actress. Really like her. And I guess now the Iron Bank will help Cersei, because she made a good argument that does Daenerys really care about the Iron Bank when she has dragons? So yeah. And the Lannisters always pay their debts, so they always have that argument. Jon and Daenerys, they're a bit, I wouldn't say stubborn, but they really believe, well, in their beliefs, basically. And they both know that they're right, but at the same time, they're both a little wrong as well, because yes, the White Walkers are important, but Cersei is also a threat to them. So it's like, even if you defeat the White Walkers, your army will still be a lot smaller, because defeating the White Walkers won't be an easy task. So it's like, both enemies are important, but it wasn't quite clear if Daenerys will help Jon or not, but at least she let him mind the dragon glass, so that's something. After that we got Sansa being a good leader for her people. I think that role really suits her, as Baelish was saying. And of course Baelish took advantage of Jon not being there, and he just said a few words that made sense. I think they did. He was giving good advice that she needs to have an open mind about everything. That's what basically he said. And then a guard shows up and says someone is at the gate, and her brother shows up. Oh boy. But the sad thing is that because of all the things that he went through and all the things that he knows, he's not the same person. I mean, even Sansa isn't the same person. Everyone changed. So when they were having that conversation near the tree, I bet that Sansa was quite surprised by what he was saying and the thing he said, the thing that he knew. They were a bit dark. I bet that Sansa, I don't know if she will be scared of him, but it's like, you're a bit weird now, aren't you? Like, you don't say that to your sister, man. After what happened to her, and you know what happened to her, it's like, he's a bit emo right now. And Jorah is healed. Who knew that the only thing you had to do was take the scales off his body? Although that was a bit dangerous and also a bit disgusting, like last episode when Sam was taking off the scales. And now they both have a new friend. The way that Sam extended his hand for a handshake, it's quite obvious with that Sam is a good person, you know. And Jorah answered with not handshaking with just one hand, but with both. And Sam got a bit lucky that he didn't get in trouble. Although that Maester that follows him around seems to be a nice guy, so. And for the last scene of the episode, the Unsullied managed to capture Casterly Rock with the the expertise of Tyrion, him knowing the sewer so well, as we all know. Yeah, the secret passage for his lady friends, and with that, Grey Worm and the soldiers were able to capture Casterly Rock, with Grey Worm being a badass as always. But Cersei and Jaime took advantage of that, and well, they went where Olenna Tyrell was, And with that, Olenna dies by poisoning that Jaime gives her, but not before she admits to Jaime's face that she killed his son and Cersei's son, as we all know, Joffrey, that annoying little bastard. What she did was basically just a mic drop, you know. Oh yeah, I just hope that I don't die as horrible as your son did. And by the way, I killed him. Oh, what a badass. In Jaime's face. But yeah, great episode once again. Game of Thrones does not disappoint. So, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.